If you guys stick to the end of the video, I hopefully am going to help your trading. This is what worked for me, so I think it'll be great to touch on it and tell you guys exactly what worked for me, how it worked for me, how it's benefited me, and how it's transformed my trading for the better. I just want to start this video off by saying thank you so much for the birthday wishes from my mom. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys like no other. It was great to spend this weekend away. And yeah, that was the first Sunday upload I missed in a long time. So I appreciate you guys for understanding. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, guys. So not only did we just wrap up another amazing month in the market, we just wrapped up another amazing quarter. And there's going to be a few things in this video that I want you guys to start doing that is going to help you massively. It is going to help your trading. It's just going to help your overall life as a result. And the first thing I want to do is I want to ask you quickly, how many of you, be honest, go over your data at the end of the month? How many of you truly stop for a split second? I want you to leave a comment right away saying, I do or I don't. The reason I'm talking about how we just finished another month, how we finished another quarter is because these are the times that you are supposed to go over your data. These are the times that I go over my data and I go over the trades taken. I go over the wins, I go over the losses, I go over the emotions that I felt. Maybe I'll look at any journal logs that I have. But at the end of each month, I have to do this because it's what sets me up to have another successful month, or it's what sets me up to have a successful month if maybe I'm coming off of one that wasn't so good. The reason for this video is because I've been getting a concerning amount of messages in my DMs, replies to my tweets on Twitter, comments on my YouTube videos, talking about how many of you still don't collect data. And I posted a tweet the other day. It was a conversation I was having. I will put it up on here. It was someone commenting that they have been trading for years, that they haven't found any success, and that it must be a scam because other people are succeeding at it and they aren't. I followed up the question or the statement by them asking how many times they've gone over their journal. What are the common similarities between the trades they are winning, they are losing? And I'm not kidding you, the person responded saying, I don't journal my trades. And that right there is the issue. And that's an issue that a lot of you seem to be having. You guys are underestimating the importance of journaling your trades. And for some reason, you think that it just doesn't apply to you. I have a good buddy of mine who's a good trader, and he's been going through, a little rough patch lately. And he told me he doesn't journal his trades. And right away I was like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you not journaling your trades? He said, it's all in my head. I'll let you believe that it's all in your head. As soon as he started journaling his trades and going over them, within a week, he knew exactly what he was doing wrong. He knew what he was doing wrong over the course of the last couple of months. And he had made the adjustments. So now he's just smooth sailing. Now he's back to absolutely crushing it. It was a small little tweak that he was making on a subconscious level that was holding him back from reaching that next level. Back to the story about the guy who sent me the message. It's literally insane, guys, how many messages I get though that are like that, or traders I talk to that aren't finding success in the market. And the second you ask them about the common similarities between their losses, they go speechless. They have nothing to say because they simply aren't doing that. And I've talked about this in a later video about journaling and about its importance. But the purpose for this video is so you move forward properly so that this quarter, this Q3 that we are in, this second half of the year is better than your first half of the year. Who cares how you start? All that matters is how you finish. And you could be someone who's had an amazing first half of the year. You could be someone who's been having a so-so half of the year. But if you take these necessary measures moving forward and you do what I talk about in this video, I promise you, you're going to have a strong second half. I promise you, and I can't wait for you guys to keep me updated on that throughout the year as it goes on. Please keep me updated in the comments. So what I personally do at the end of each month, guys, is I will first go over my losing trades. The reason I go over my losing trades first is because that is where you learn the most. That is where I personally learn the most. Anyone can luckily win. Anybody. You give your dad a MetaTrader platform or whatever platform you use, they could press buy, win a trade. You don't learn anything from winning trades. You learn from your losing trades. So I like to go over those first. The first thing that I will do is I will look at the screenshots of my losing trades. You guys have heard me talk about this before. I screenshot all my trades before or after. You need to, because you need to see what is going wrong. not only can you see, obviously you're in a losing streak, or not only that you've lost a couple trades in a row, but you can visually see the loss. You can see the setup and see, okay, was I missing something? Was there a high time frame sweep, or was I missing X criteria, or whatever it is? So that's what I'll do. And that right there helps me drastically for the month ahead. So after I go over my losses and I see, okay, yes, there was some similarities here, or no, I was doing a good job, I'll then move on to the wins. And then I'll look at the wins. And then after that, I will move on to the pairs that I traded. I'll look at what pairs I did best on. Is there any pairs there that I haven't traded in a long time? I recently removed GU because according to my data, I saw that I have only traded it twice this whole year. So I'm here doing markups on it. I'm here having it on my list. Meanwhile, I haven't been trading it. So with the data, I could visually see that GU isn't a pair I need to have. So now I only have 3 pairs and my days are a lot easier. My watch list is a lot more condensed and I just like it a lot better because I'm not, say for example, I have GU on my list, but I have EU on my list at the same time. A lot of the time they're moving around they're moving at a similar pace. A lot of the times setups occur around the same time. So by having both on, sometimes I'll be flipping between them. Now that I've removed it because I don't trade it a lot, that right there has made my trading day easier. It's made my life easier because for markups, I'm not worried about it. For Sunday analysis, I'm not worried about it. So that's another thing, is you're able to look at the data, not only your wins and losses, but you're able to look at the pairs you've been doing well on. I like to stick to the pairs that I'm doing well on. If I'm on a hot streak, I stick to that pair. I don't go looking over here and here because I'm just moving very, very well with it. And then if that pair starts to consolidate, I'll look at another pair. That's kind of how I move. With this knowledge from the above that I just talked about, I'll ask myself this question. Do I have a common similarity that's been holding me back this month? Okay, so was there something I was doing wrong this month that if I fix is going to prevent me from making the same mistake next month? Or was this an amazing month and there's nothing to change? Some months, some quarters, there's going to be 0 things to change because you are following your plan to the T. Your plan is working. Everything is going good. If everything is going great, you don't have to make any necessary adjustments. And this is the issue a lot of traders have, guys, is they'll get shiny balled into things. They'll be doing well. They'll see someone doing well, and then they'll want to adopt their strategy, or they'll want to add this in to do even better. When in reality is sometimes you're just hitting and sometimes you're doing so well, you just got to stick to it and let it happen. Let the probabilities play out in your favor. Let your winning streak happen. Let your losing streak happen, whatever it is. When you're sticking to your plan and there's no adjustments to make, that is a good month. And those months do happen. So like I said, I'll ask myself if there's anything I need to fix for the month ahead. And if there is, then obviously I will add criteria to fix that, right? And whatever it may be, entering too early, entering this time of day, maybe I need to cut my trading hours a little bit because my losing trades are happening towards this half of New York or this beginning of New York, right? So little things like that you need to look after. So by asking myself that simple question after I have done my review, I'm automatically setting myself up for the next month. I'm automatically setting myself up for this next quarter on a high note, right? Because I know exactly what I have to fix. I had a great quarter this previous quarter. I know what I have to fix due to my reflections throughout the quarter, which you guys have heard me talk about before. I'm entering later half of New York now. I only have 3 pairs. I have 1 A+ setup. And that's all I'm kind of sticking for this next quarter. And I know I'm going to have a great quarter. I know that because I've set myself up for it. I have all the systems in place to have a great quarter. And that is all because I do my data. I do my data reviews literally weekly, okay? So that way when it comes to the month end, it's not a huge process. I know some people like to wait until the end of the quarter to do that, and that's okay. I mean, whatever works for you, but as long as you guys are actually journaling your trades and as long as you guys are actually putting in the work to become a better trader, and I've talked about this before, I'm not going to cover it too detailed, but it isn't just live trading that makes you a better trader. It's all the work you do on the back end. It's the practice behind the scenes, right? When you're not even taking live trades, it's going over previous trades. It's doing all that kind of stuff. Because if you're just collecting data but you're never actually going over it, you're honestly just going through the motions and you're not actually going to develop and become the better trader, the best trader that you can be. I have to ask you guys a question. If you are not making a conscious effort to fix your mistakes, how are you going to improve? How are you going to improve if you are continuously making the same mistakes over and over again, but you're not actually looking to fix them? You're not even looking to identify them. You're just going about your day every day. Oh, I've lost 20 trades in a row. Why? Oh, I don't know. The market's fixed, right? Just silly stuff. And the people who say trading is a scam are the people who aren't putting in the effort, because every single person I know that's put in the effort is succeeding to a high degree over amount of time. You just have to be in the game long enough. You just have to be studying the right stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys that question, because it's delusional to think that trading can be a scam. It's delusional to think that you are getting better as a trader when you're only going through the motions. You're not even working hard, working smart. A lot of the time, it's the little mistakes that make the biggest difference over time. For me, for example, before I changed my entry criteria to a certain window in New York session, and then out of 8 trades, I won 7, lost 1. So that's what my last 8 trades have been ever since I made this little adjustment. So it's just the little things. It was a very, very small thing. It wasn't going and learning a new strategy. It wasn't any of that. It was literally just a time issue, a window. So in conclusion, guys, I just want you guys to really have an amazing Q3 as we come into it here. Please start reviewing your journal. If you're watching this video right now and you haven't reviewed your trades from last month, last quarter, please do me a favor, use the rest of this week. We got NFP, we got FOMC. It's not going to be a clean week for price action. I'm not trading. It's going to be a good week for you to go over your trades. And if you are someone who has obviously already gone over this stuff, then I appreciate you sticking to the end of the video. Please drop a like, guys, drop a comment. It helps me out so much, and subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 40K, which is just absolutely insane. I appreciate you all so much. It was great to be back with another sit down video. And what do I say at the end of every single video, guys? Let's be 1% better every single day. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you on Sunday.